Run, find somewhere safe, survive, reads the last paper of the Raccoon City Times as soon as you arrive. Flaming cars once illuminated the city streets as the infected roamed free. But now, there are pockets of sunshine, a dusty haze, Leon's footsteps, and silence. Nothing but ash and memories, as he describes it, and yet the feeling is unmistakable, like we're coming home after 30 years. As promised, Resident Evil Requiem players finally returned to Raccoon City after the infamous destruction incident that would change the world. A legendary place, it would give us so many iconic characters: Leon, Claire, Ada, Sherry, and yes, even Mr. X and the Nemesis, along with memorable moments from Jill Valentine's heart-pounding rush through the streets to Alyssa Ashcroft's desperate attempt to escape. However, the development team doesn't just cater to nostalgia, though there's plenty of fan service, which we will get to. It presents a place that still has secrets to tell, and where new memories await. We'll be delving into some pretty heavy spoilers, so if you haven't cleared this section, fair warning.
Oh, I miss our Raccoon City hospitality.
After soaking in the atmosphere and weaving through several establishments, the action ramps up immediately because of a giant spider. That Raccoon City hospitality, as Leon calls it, and a chance to get accustomed to some of the horrors festering over the years. Cutting through corridors, fighting off the creature as it tries to stuff its body through the narrow pathways, and having to swat its offspring down before eventually hacking it to death. It's certainly a welcoming party. But then you're exposed to the actual hook of Raccoon City. Remember all those rumors about Leon traversing large environments and having some transportation to go back and forth? Besides the Porsche Cayenne, the latter manifests in an interesting way, but the former essentially describes Raccoon City. It's a semi-open world-ish environment with camps to search, revelations to uncover, including the BSAA investigating the city for mysterious reasons, and locked containers. It all goes back to that water cooler moment design philosophy, where nearly every corner holds something interesting. Next, you reach a massive gate that's been blocked off and needs to be blown open, and from there, the game kicks into a whole different gear. It starts funneling you through multiple areas of Raccoon City, constantly showing off its excellent level design, and it all hits even harder thanks to the intense sound work, backed by strong background music. While searching for detonator parts to blast through to the Raccoon City center, Leon enters a seemingly abandoned warehouse. All is quiet, until the dead literally rise from the ashes covered in soot and wielding rebar like blunt weapons. There's another area with elevated water levels, perfect to conceal any undead from his immediate vision. At yet another point, you'll acquire a chainsaw or two, and just go crazy on any enemies unlucky enough to get too close. The best part is that this is approachable in a non-linear fashion, and the kill tracker band, with credits earned and exchanged for weapons upgrade and armor, ensures a steady level of progression to match the escalating horrors. One of my favorite sections is clearly the result of someone wanting players to finally explore some massive skyscrapers, except that it could collapse at any moment, and you're constantly on alert, waiting for the next thing that could kill you. Even the slightest steps on glass can be nerve-wracking, though there is some strategy in shooting out the panes underneath a zombie to make them fall through. Of course, this segues into another excellent section, as Leon discovers a bike and rides through the destroyed highways and roads. Eventually, he has to deal with Victor Gideon and his pack of mutated hounds. And even if this is just an on-rail shooter segment, it's exciting and offers some incredible sights, including a bird's-eye view of the entire city at one point. I would lay out every single bit of this, but you should really experience it firsthand in all of its ridiculous glory. All of this culminates in a nostalgia overload once Leon finds the Raccoon City department. From the photo of STARS members and the welcome party decorations for his first day on the job, to a callback to Marvin Branagh. It's all here. But perhaps the most memorable and shocking part in all of this is a reunion with an old friend. But before that, we should take a quick detour and compare how Raccoon City's iconic locations looked back in the day versus how they appear now. After the city's total destruction, the RPD is in complete shambles, with the main hall obliterated. Even familiar touches like the old typewriter and puzzle setups are still here, only now they're dead and unusable. Kendo's gun shop feels like a hollow relic of what it used to be, and the orphanage has taken on the vibe of a full-on haunted mansion.
There it is. The station.
Can't believe it's still standing.
Sure you have a question.
What is this place?
The ruins of the Raccoon City Police Department.
Why did you bring me here?
Explainer, you need to understand.
Hang on, Sherry.
Hello? I have the pendant!
Made it. I'm at the orphanage, Sherry. There's not much left of it. Heading underground to look for Grace.
Back to our old friend. Mr. X is back, or rather, another T-00 sans a fedora hat. He still hits just as hard though, and suddenly Leon faces the same task as 30 years ago: escape from the RPD, preferably alive. Dealing with winding corridors and so many blocked off sections is annoying enough, but with Mr. X bursting through the walls and even delivering a gruesome death if you're not careful. Perhaps the only real drawback of this section is not being able to spend more time in the station. Although, given how much has been destroyed and where the real goal is, it makes sense. We're not done yet, by the way, as Leon engages Mr. X in a proper boss battle, which begins with him tossing missiles because, of course he would. Not necessarily the same without that rocket launcher to finish the job, but it's saying something that Leon is skilled and experienced enough to take down such a potent BOW without needing it. And even then, it's an intense fight that tests your parrying skills. After another stopover to remember Robert Kendo, the tragic gun shop owner, it's a battle to reach the Raccoon City orphanage and descend even further into the remains of the city. By the way, it has some absolutely stunning views. Leon deals with some enormous tendrils, and upon delving deeper underground, he finds some less than friendly mutated flowers, which totally isn't foreshadowing. As you probably guessed, it culminates in a battle with a massive infected plant, almost like it's a callback to Plant 42. This could also be viewed as a callback to Darkside Chronicles V-Complex, which was a result of the Veronica plant. Either way, rejoice, everyone who hoped to see the plant from the original Resident Evil make some kind of comeback. While Rhodes Hill's Chronic Care Center makes a strong initial impression, especially as you switch back and forth between Leon and Grace, Raccoon City is undoubtedly the star of Requiem. It not only masterfully alternates between linear and non-linear sections, but it also doesn't overstay its welcome, delivering exceptional pacing throughout. It's an incredible looking trip down memory lane, even if most of the memories are of death, despair, and heartbreaking loss. Despite how ruined Raccoon City is, there's still plenty of soul in its surroundings. The environmental design strikes a balance between directing you to specific places and not feeling too contrived. While the Resident Evil series has almost always delivered with its levels, making them feel natural and yet gamified in a way that feels sensible, this is the first time that we've ever really explored a semi-open world style environment of this size and scale. It's enough to make you wonder what the development team could cook up in the future if it chooses to explore this further. In the meantime, however, it's a highlight in a game already chock full of strong moments. Whether you're engaging in classic Resident Evil style puzzling, navigating the ruins, finding creative and fun ways to dismantle the many zombies, or taking in the sights, Requiem's take on Raccoon City is one that every fan needs to experience. It's the most well-paced celebration of everything about the series, standing on its own while also embodying everything we know and love about Resident Evil. Hey, did you know that we at Gaming Bolt upload new videos every day? Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And let us know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future with a comment below.